Welcome back to Out of Spec Bits. We are about to be joined by Tom, who is a new contributor to this channel. He joined us, of course, in the i90 Surge, and he's about to take us on a brief discussion of the aero wheels on the Gen 2 R1S that he has, along with some of the efficiency trade-offs, what they look like with and without the caps, and how to tell your truck or SUV what kind of wheels you have. Just kind of a Gen 2 wheel discussion coming your way right now.
Let's talk about Rivian's 22-inch range wheel option. I have these option on my Gen 2 R1S dual motor with the large plus pack. And these are the successor to the 21-inch aeros that used to come standard on Gen 1s. Now, unlike the 21s, these actually don't come standard. These are an upgrade, $2,000 upgrade if I recall correctly. So they are a bit of an extra, but they do have some pretty rewarding benefits. For me, the looks are my favorite part. These look fantastic with the cover on and the cover off. You can see how it looks with the cover off over here. I took one off. Two really nice looks, two really good styles in one. So even efficiency aside, it's just a great looking wheel. Now, in my personal experience with these, cap on and cap off makes about a 0.2 miles per kilowatt hour difference. I do a road trip for work from Orlando, Florida to West Palm Beach, Florida a lot. And I did some experiments with going down with the cap on and coming back up to Orlando with the cap off. Both same weather conditions, same speed, same wind, everything like that, or no wind in my case. And going down with the caps on was about 2.34, with the returning efficiency at about 2.19 or something in that area. So you do see a difference with the caps from your efficiency. Now, as far as the tires, these come on Pirelli Scorpions. This is the exact spec here. They are on the 275/50 R22s, Pirelli Scorpions. This is a new feature, by the way, in the latest update for Rivian. You can now see and change the wheels you have. So say you, like me, want to get a different spec of wheels. Like I might end up getting a set of all-terrain wheels soon for some cool off-roading, and previously you couldn't change them in the system, so you're stuck with the efficiency numbers you had originally as well as animation on the screen. Now, similar to Tesla, you can now change them to whatever other OEM wheel and tire set you purchased, which is pretty cool. As far as ride quality, these ride really well, and it might be more due to the suspension, but they do ride really nice. I was a bit concerned about the ride quality compared to some 20-inch wheels, but these ride perfectly fine. They're really quiet. The Pirellis are pretty quiet. I do plan to switch these out with probably some Michelins, but apart from that, they are pretty darn good. One thing I do hope that they let you do is purchase the covers on the shop. They just made it where you can purchase a set of these wheels, but now I want to be able to get the aero covers by themselves. So we can make, custom colors and things like that. Would be pretty nice. Now, as far as taking these off and on, you can see how it looks with it off, how it looks with it on. I'm going to take one off here to show you. Just about 5 clicks around. So we'll grab this first one, pull it like this, and then keep on going around. And there we go. Pretty simple. And then even simpler to put back on. You line up the Rivian logo with the air filling right here. Push it in all around. There we go. These are usually clean, but I did some off-roading the other day, so they're a bit dusty. But yeah. Now, there are a few other options you can get on Gen 2. The other newer option that's available now is a 20-inch all season. Now it's the same size as the 20-inch all-terrain wheels, but comes with a pretty rugged looking, pretty aggressive looking 20-inch tire, all season tire. Those wheels are actually pretty sick, and I kind of hope to get some of those soon. I'd even get those to put some all-terrain wheels on it. They just a great combo. And those are the new standards. If you remember earlier, I was talking about how you can get the 21-inch aeros on the Gen 1. Now, the standard wheel for Gen 2 is the 20-inch all-season. Now, if you're getting a Tri or even a Dual Max, I don't believe those wheels are an option. I think your options are only the suite of 22-inch wheels, which includes these range wheels and the existing 22-inch sport wheels that are in bright and dark. Those existed since Gen 1. And then, of course, you have the all-terrain package wheels, bright and dark. Apart from that, the Tri-Max has the same amount or same selection of wheels, but the upcoming quad motor takes it to another level with some pretty nice wheels. I almost think the quad motor wheels, which are staggered by the way, I almost think they look kind of like the new standard wheels. And I've been thinking about getting a set to powder coat black. That would be pretty cool. I also wonder about the staggered wheel setup on the quad motor. If you were to put that same wheel setup on, say, a dual performance similar to mine, or a tri-motor, a Tri-Max, I wonder if the bigger tire in the back would increase the 0-60 to become closer to the quad motor. Especially on the Tri-Max, you might actually get nearly the same, I'd imagine. Now, you can actually put all-terrain tires on this wheel spec if you choose to. My friend Jose, who runs Rivian Tracker, fellow Florida Rivian owner, he actually recently put some all-terrains on his 22-inch range wheels. Kind of an oxymoron, I know, but they did look pretty sick. Now, tire choice is huge for efficiency. The aggressive tread on the all-terrains kills efficiency hard. So you have to kind of count your losses if you want a more rugged look, but you are going to pay in range significantly. Might not make a difference in day-to-day use, but if you plan a road trip, you definitely want all-season or summer tires. I forget his exact efficiency, but it was definitely in the high and mid ones in the miles per kilowatt hour compared to, I think his average is probably in the 2.3, 2.4. We both have the same 22-inch aero wheel setup as well. So be mindful on tire setup if you choose to go, beyond these Pirellis. Now, I kind of want to put all-terrains on here as well, but similar to Jose, my efficiency will drop significantly. But these cars already go pretty far, so it'd be interesting to see. Now, I do want to get some all-terrains eventually, and I might just get the OEM all-terrain tires, the 20 inches. And again, you can go here and change it in the UI. So you go here, you'll hit swap, new wheels and tires. Now you have all the different ones. So here are the 20-inch all seasons I was talking about. That's the new standard. Then you have the two all-terrain setups. Those existed since last time in Gen 1. Those still exist in Gen 2. You have the 22-inch range. That's what I have on mine currently. And the two sports, bright and dark. So you can hit one and it'll actually restart the car so it can kind of, recalculate everything. So I'll hit the all seasons. You'll hit next. You'll hit confirm. You can even select the tires you have on them, which is amazing. You can put all-terrain tires on these standards. It looks like it has the same Pirelli all-terrain tires that came on the all-terrain package. So it's really smart. Again, it's only for OEM options. So any OEM option that comes from Rivian for tires and wheels is in that. So you'll be able to swap if you buy, a used set of wheels or tires from a friend, or if you even are able to buy some from the shop, you can add them to the UI, which will then change both your range estimates accordingly and also change the look in the UI. So the UI on the screen and the app will be able to adjust accordingly. So you can actually see the wheels you put on in the app and on the screen. So that's a quick wheel rundown on the Rivian's wheels, including my 22-inch ranges and all the other options. I'm looking forward to seeing the quad motor with the staggered setup come fully to market so I can try those wheels out. They look fantastic, and I want to see how they fare for regular driving, and also how they fare on another configuration like Tri or even dual performance.